Hey guys, it's Kennedy and welcome back to my channel. You guys have been asking for a full, in-detail summer makeup tutorial, and here I am to deliver it to you guys. I've done a couple kind of makeup tutorials over on my TikTok account, but it'll just be kind of sped up just to music, and I won't completely explain all the products that I'm using and everything that I do and how I apply it, so I'm going to show you guys my full makeup routine. First things first, always make sure that you do your skincare beforehand. Apply sunscreen. I haven't applied mine yet, but I've already done my skincare, so I think that's the perfect first step. Actually, I'm going to put on this headband so it can keep my hair back, because getting makeup... The egg is out. Getting makeup on your hair literally is like the worst thing ever. Like I was saying, first thing is always sunscreen. I can't stress this enough because I burned so badly in the sun. Underwater is where you really burn because the water reflects the light from the sun. I hope that's right. So today I'm using the Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum. I always put it on before I do my makeup. I personally really love this sunscreen because I love how it doesn't like leave your face looking white or whitewashed. It goes really well with makeup because a lot of sunscreens that I've tried haven't really done well with makeup over them. Like after a couple like hours, they'll start crusting and it'll just be like so icky and like gross. It's pretty thin, but it still protects your skin completely. All right, y'all. Why do I always start every single clip with
alright, y'all, I need to talk about that.
The next step that I always do is primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is the blue one. I know a lot of people prefer the pink one, but I really like the blue one. I haven't tried the pink one, so I can't give my honest judgment, but I personally love this primer because it literally holds things on for hours and hours and hours. Some of the songs that are on the top hits right now, I hate to admit it, I have an unhealthy obsession with them because they're literally just so addictive. I've literally been singing Please 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 by Sabrina Carpenter for like ever since that it came out and it was viral on TikTok. I literally have been singing it like all day, every day, because it's just so catchy. I don't know what it is about that song, but like the lyrics and like how I see it, literally every single video that I scroll on TikTok is having that sound right now, and I even recorded a video with that sound myself. So I've literally been obsessed with that song, so I'm gonna play the top hits just so I can listen to that song. Also, I love Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. I actually love her whole new album because I think it's so different. I remember when she released her first EP, which was Don't Smile at Me. It was short, number one, but it was very kind of like a different vibe. She dressed different and she was just very different. And I know a lot of people used to be called like weird for listening to her, but I love how she's my voice is going away. I love how she's really just gone mainstream and is just being so versatile with her music. And I think that is just so cool. And I think that that's just a great representation of her actual talent. Alright, now that the primer has settled on my face and is super sticky, like look at the stick. That's insane. I always underpaint. I always do concealer first so that it can be more full coverage, and then I put like tinted moisturizer and everything else on top. But I'm using the xoxo concealer, and currently it is not my shade because I got tan on my face over the summer and this is my winter shade, but we're gonna try to make it work for today's video. The placement is super simple for me. I put it in the corner of my eyes, like around there, and then a line on the outside. It's kind of following the little like up like that. And then this part is kind of optional, but you can really put this anywhere. I just put it on like my blemishes or like pimples or wherever I need to have covered. And then I've said this a lot of times in my TikTok videos where I did like competition makeup routines or like other stuff like that you always need to let the concealer sit so that it can get used to your face warmth, so then it can blend out more full coverage. But what I'm doing in the meantime is I'm gonna do my eyebrows, because I feel like if you do your eyebrows after you do like, you blend it all, then it'll like, when you brush it with the gel, it'll like crust up and stuff. I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift. It's super affordable too. I literally love e.l.f. because they're drugstore, but they have some bomb products. And when I say bomb, I mean bomb. And then sometimes I feel like just this isn't enough though. So I'm using the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. The lettering on this is literally crusting off. And then I take the wand and I dip it into the brow lift, just like a little, not too much. The brow shape that I do is pretty simple too. I just brush my eyebrows up and then I just smooth them down across the top. Like that. My wrist is popping. Alright, I think the concealer is pretty dry. So I'm using this huge beauty blender. This is the Mega Blender. I found this at Ulta and I literally love it because it is literally almost the size of my head. Like, look, it is massive and it blends so well. Like, it blends quickly because it's not like tiny, so it doesn't take forever to blend, and it just works so good. Also, I probably need to wash it. I'm not washing them as much as I should. I found the best method to clean it is to literally just use soap, like a bar of soap and water, and to just, after you use it, just like really clean it like that. And also I found that just literally putting it in the normal washing machine helps so much. That probably is like unsanitary to like your clothes and stuff. If your clothes turn like a different color, you didn't hear it from me. I'm just now realizing how sore I am because I've been on my grind. You know, I've been taking extra dance classes, working out, and I'm literally sore every single day. And so when I was just blending up my concealer, just blending it with my arm was like work. Like, you know when you get like a flu shot and then it's like sore afterwards? That's what my arm is feeling like right now. I just need to like... Anyway, moving on to the next step. So I always do skin tint just so I can even out my whole face. I'm using the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. And you don't have to let this one sit because it's dripping down your face and you don't want it to fall on like your clothes or anything. And I also like this one because it's pretty sheer, but it still has some coverage. And I like how it doesn't cover up like my freckles, especially in the summer, since like when you tan, you get the freckles and stuff, and it's like super cute and you get that whole summery vibe. So I like how it doesn't cover them up all the way. I cannot find my bronzer stick. Why am I always losing my stuff? I'm like the most like unclean, unorganized person ever, so me losing my stuff isn't really a surprise. Literally cannot find it. I found it. It was in my mom's room. Don't know why, don't know how I got there. Maybe she was using it. But this is the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes bronzer stick. I literally love it. Let's see what shade it's in. It's in the shade Bright Side. So I put it on my forehead, just like this. I call it like the 3 because I go and I curve it in there. And then I take it back out and down my cheekbone like that. Then I'm going back in with my Mega Blender and I'm blending it in, just kind of trying not to move it around too much, just trying to keep it in its spot so it gives like the look. So what's funny to me is that I'm doing this full makeup routine, right? And I'm literally only going to Target. Like, getting ready to go to Target just to, you know, get some last minute things for summer intensive packing video coming soon. I'm literally doing all of this just to go to Target when I'm gonna get home immediately and take it off. But you know what? Anything for you guys. And then I usually contour my nose, so I'm using the same bronzer stick. And I just go underneath the nose like this in kind of like a line kind of vibe. Just like that. And then I'm gonna blend it in, obviously, because we don't want it to stay there because then I kind of look like a deer. Now it is time for... So this is how stuff is working out right now. So I have the camera set up on this thing. This is like a candle, and then I have slime. So I've set the camera up right there, and this is like my vanity if you guys are asking what it looks like. But now it's time for blush, which is literally one of my favorite steps of the makeup routine because it just makes everything look so sweet and just kind of like put together. It brings a lot of warmth to the face. So I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. So this is the shiny blush, it's not the matte one. So it's like the mixture between the highlighter one and the matte blush. I'm not sure what shade this is. I'm not quite sure, but it's famous for having this little thing on it. I personally really like the blush. I don't hate the application wand either. Like, it's not that bad. But I think the reason that a lot of people's are exploding is because if you look at the actual wand itself, it has this little twisty turny knob. So when you run out of product on the tip, you can squeeze more product out. And I think a lot of people forget to screw it back off when they're done squeezing the product out, so then it's prone to explode. But when I need to, you can just flick it and then push it out and then flick it back. So if you get this blush, that's my highest recommendation, just to make sure that you flip it back to off after you finish squeezing the product out, because if not, it can explode and like kind of get everywhere if it accidentally gets squeezed. But blending it out, I used this Sephora brand brush. This is actually their foundation brush, but I think that it works really good for just normal blush, because I think their blush brush is a little too floppy in my opinion. I love blush brushes. I love blush brushes that are firm so that they can blend the product better, so it looks more pigmented and it not pigmented, but it blends more into your skin. I feel like people that like I'll give you an example. So this is more of like a floppy brush. It has longer bristles, and when you blend stuff out with it, it's not very firm, so it leaves it looking very patchy on your skin. But I like this one because it's short and it doesn't flop around a lot. Next step, I'm using more bronzer, because after you've done everything with like a cream and like liquid and stuff, you really want to set it back in place, especially after you did that blush. So I'm using the Hoola bronzer from Benefits. I keep wanting to say Huda, because there's Huda Beauty. So I'm using this floppy brush that I just showed you guys, which I think is great for this product. And you just go in the same spots that you put contour originally. It might be around the same price as the Benefit Cookie highlighter. I don't know, but the mini one was 18, I want to say. Now it is time for a second blush. So I'm using the Dior blush. I literally love this blush. At first, I thought it would be too pink for me. I love the inside, and I love how it has a mirror. It's not like the most pigmented blush that you'll ever see in your entire life, but it is good if you're going for that like soft pinky. Even on me in the summer, it is not the most vibrant. My dog is here. Y'all want to see her? Come here, baby. Say hi. Say hi. She's also currently wearing a diaper. It's a long story. Okay, she's leaving. Moving on. Where is my good mascara? Oh, here it is. I'm using the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I personally don't curl my eyelashes or anything because I have naturally long eyelashes, so I don't really think that's necessary for me. I'm gonna show you guys the magic. So this is before, no mascara on. This is after one swipe, and of course I'm gonna get it on like my eyelid and stuff, but we can fix that after. A lot of people ask, like, do you use lash serums? Do you have like a lash care routine? Do you have like fake lashes? Nope. Trust the process, okay? So I'm gonna be right back. I need to get a Q-tip and micellar water. Hey queens, I'm back. So I just got this Q-tip, and then I have the Garnier Skincare micellar water. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of micellar water on the Q-tip, and then I'm gonna go to town in removing the extra mascara on my eyelid. Somebody gonna match my face. Like, that song has also like been in my mind. Mascara is done and it's looking pretty good, but now it's time to do lips. I cannot find my lip liner, so I'm gonna use my mom's, which is like a similar shade, so I'm gonna go get it. Let me be right back. Sorry, mom. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Line Loud Lip Pencil. This is in the color Sassy. I like it. It's literally almost out. Like, when I mean almost, like, look at that. It doesn't even come out the top. So for my lip liner, I usually get rid of my Cupid's bow and just follow like the shape of my lip. And then for lip gloss, I'm gonna be using the NYX Fat Lip Oil. I'm using it in the shade Missed Call. I got it from Ulta. It was a really good price, and it's a good dupe for the Dior lip oil. I've never tried the Dior lip oil. I heard good things about it, but I've also heard some bad things about it. With that being said, that is the full makeup routine. We finally have finished, and I literally think this is the perfect, like, just kind of light makeup look for summer. Like, it's not a lot of makeup. I didn't use too many products, and it's a really short one. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought of this makeup routine. Now it's time to take the hair down. Oh god, hold on. Gotta fluff the hair back up. I don't know what happened with that. This is actually 2-day-old hair, okay guys? I wet it yesterday and I detangled it so I could go see a show. But this is what it looks like on day 2. It does not look that bad, honestly. Sometimes it looks terrible. But I think it looks good right now. Like, curls are looking good. This is what it looks like at the back. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. New videos coming out every single week. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.